Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm so happy to be here. I thank Saratoga Living Magazine for inviting me to spend some time with you this evening while we're all staying safely in our homes. Tonight, we're going to talk about do it yourself beauty and wellness solutions. When we all first found out that we were going to be spending some time at home without being able to visit our favorite spa and salons, one of the first things that we did was actually figure out a list of problems that our clients were going to be faced with when they were not able to come into the spa. So from that list, we actually came up with solutions starting from your head right down to your toes. So I thought that that's what we could do tonight is review all of those things that we came up with solutions for, and hopefully you can join me by asking some questions as we're going along, and I'd be happy to do my best to try to answer all of those for you. This is the first time I've ever done a Facebook Live, so thank you for being patient with me as we go along. But starting with our head, what is the biggest problem we're all going to be concerned about? If you're anything like me, it's going to be root retouches. So we came up with a couple of really easy solutions for you to do at home, because the last thing that you want to be doing is actually going to a drugstore and getting a boxed hair color. Because as soon as the spa and salons get open, there's probably going to be quite a few people rushing in for color correction. You don't want to be one of those people. So what you can do, a really easy solution, is to actually use a semi-permanent color. And we are offering a Wella at-home Color Fresh. It comes in a box, and actually it has a bottle with a really nice applicator, and it comes in a variety of shades. So if you know what your color formula is, or even if you don't, you could actually call the spa. We are doing some online consultations where you could chat with one of our professionals, and we could help you determine what shade that you would use. So it actually, the box does come with a pair of gloves. So you would actually just part your hair. You could probably start by making a part from the front to the back, down to the crown, to the nape of the neck, and then, across the top. So you have 4 easy sections. And you would unscrew this cap, and it has a nice little tip. Put your gloves on and part your hair as you're going along. And you're just going to give yourself a nice little root refresher. And this is going to last about 10 shampoos. It has a lot of pigment in it, but because it is semi-permanent, it's not going to do any damage to your hair at all, and it's going to wash out at the end of your 10 shampoos. And hopefully the salons will be open very soon, and you could actually repeat this as many times as you needed without worrying about causing any damage to your hair. So that's one option for hair color. The other option actually is even a little bit easier. It's called Instant Recharge, and this is a powder. It comes in a little compact, similar to a brush on brow, if you can see that. And there actually are 5 different shades. So you would take the brush and just put it into the hairline. This washes out after every shampoo, but this has so much pigment in it that you could even use a blonde color and create some highlights if you wanted. So this is a really nice option. It comes in 5 shades. It comes in light blonde, blonde, light brown, medium brown, and then it does come in an onyx color, or dark brown, or pretty much black. So those are your options as far as hair coloring. Another problem starting for your hair that people have been asking about, inquiring about, is actually split ends and hair that's really dry. So some options for that are actually, we carry a hair care line called Renee Ferderer. We do like this line a lot. It was actually founded by a pharmaceutical company. They have some really great products. They do have safe formulas. And this particular product is called Curate Nutri. And this is a shea butter hair mask. And The hair masks, what they are designed to do is to gently close the cuticle, and they are pH balanced, so that they do lock in moisture. So this would be a way to close down that cuticle, smooth out the hair, and you leave it in for 10 to 20 minutes, and it can just be simply shampooed out, and then comb through and style your hair as usual. So that's one option. And then we also have a really nice, for people who are used to getting a straightening treatment, the keratin treatments, we actually have a mask, a hair mask, that you can see that. This is also by Renee Furter. It's called Absolute Keratin. And this is a product that it's a reparative treatment that smooths down the cuticle without the use of chemicals, and also without that long time commitment, when you do come into the salon. So those are two easy hair masks for split ends, for the damage, even dryness. We're spending so much time indoors, not getting outside as much as we're probably used to or prefer. And the air is so dry, it does make our skin and also our hair really dehydrated. So there you have it for some hair masks, and then the hair coloring. And if you do have any questions, please feel free to, there's a comment section where you can put your questions in, and I'll be sure to try to answer everyone's questions. So moving along, from the head down, we're going to focus on the face. So I think that this time of year, again, everyone is suffering from dryness, but I think it's really important to mention that when your skin is dry, you also want to think about a layer of dead skin that is on the surface. If you do have a layer of dead skin, then it's going to make hydrating skin more difficult. So I do encourage everyone to use an exfoliation, actually weekly. There's different types of exfoliators. There's a physical exfoliator, which is using something that has like a little bit of a grit to it, like poppy seeds, or jojoba beads. That is a physical exfoliation. And then there's a chemical exfoliation that you could do at home. You can use an enzyme, for example. A cherry enzyme is one of my favorites. And when you use one of these exfoliators, the physical exfoliator, something like this Purity Detox by Cosmetics, you could actually mix it. This is a jar of little poppy seeds, it's poppy seeds and date seeds, and it also has a little bit of salicylic acid in it. So the top, you just pop it open, and you could mix it, pour some into your hand, put a little bit of your facial cleanser in there, and then you would use it as a facial scrub. So the physical action is going to remove that top layer of dead skin, keeping in mind that you're removing that layer of dead skin, creating a pathway so that anything that you put on next is going to be much more easily absorbed, and it's going to give you much better results. So that's a physical exfoliator, where the texture is physically abrading it. But then the chemical exfoliators, like your enzymes, these are little live Pac-Men, I like to call it, that have the ability to decompose and break down that top layer of the skin. The outermost layer. I do think that this is a little bit of a deeper exfoliation. You can put it on your skin, step into the shower, and then it's going to be a nice way to freshen up the skin, give you a nice healthy glow. And that too will remove that dead layer. So now that you've prepared your skin with exfoliation, this is when you would next apply your targeted specific concerned treatments. So let's say that you wanted an antioxidant, or your retinols, your vitamin C's, your hydrating ingredients, like hyaluronic acid. Here's one of my favorites. This is called Surge. This is a hyaluronic acid that allows your skin cells to hold 1,000 times their weight in moisture. So after you've exfoliated and you put one of your topical serums on, as I mentioned, they're going to absorb and be much more effective. So And then finally, with your skincare for treatment at home, little mini facials are masks. I love masks. I actually did one last night in preparation of our time together today. We have I picked out three of my favorites here. This is our detox mask, and this actually has some charcoal in it, this one, and it also has some kaolin clay. Charcoal acts as a magnet that pulls and draws out impurities in the skin. So that you would leave on for about 15 minutes. I recommend that you do any of your masks 2 to 3 times a week. The next one is clear. This is for an acne prone skin. And this mask has kaolin clay again for the drawing effects. It also has some tea tree for antibacterial. So this will help to purify the pores and kill any acne bacteria without killing the good bacteria. And then this is a deep hydration mask. It's called Restore. It has a shea butter in it. Shea butter is just so nourishing to the skin, and it does help to replenish those skin cells. Because remember, when your skin is lacking in moisture, your skin cells are like little grapes, and when they're nice and plump with moisture, the texture is going to be smooth and soft. When your skin is dehydrated, think of a raisin. That raisin shrivels up. Your skin cells are going to actually make any fine lines look much more noticeable because of that lack of moisture, keeping the cells smooth and plump. Anybody have any questions for me so far? Okay. So those are some nice options. And one thing that I wanted to talk about with skincare is this is dermal rolling, medical dermal rolling, and cosmetic dermal rolling. And this is something that is gaining in popularity and something that I really believe in as an esthetician. I don't know if you can see it in here, but there is 540 little tiny 0.3 millimeter needles on this round head. And when you use this, you're creating little channels, which allows anything that you put on your face to absorb much more quickly. So you would divide your face into 4 sections, and you're going to go up and down, back and forth, and then on the diagonal a couple of times in each direction. And what the dermal roller does is you're creating little channels to allow your ingredients to penetrate much, much deeper into the skin, which makes the active ingredients that much more effective. So I do encourage our clients to use that, the skincare clients that I work with, because it does increase the effectiveness of the products that you're using. Those channels, they close up within a couple of minutes. Within 15 minutes, those channels are completely closed. So I like to compare this to years ago. I remember my grandmother making a cake and punching little holes in the cake and then pouring Jello over to the cake, and you could see the little, how it would seep into the cake, and you had a colorful surprise when you cut into it. So think of it that way. That's really what you're creating when you do your dermal rolling prior to the application. So I would recommend that you exfoliate your skin, and then you're going to use your dermal roller, and then of course put your serums on or your hydration masks. I did happen to have one of these little eye patches here. This is a hyaluronic acid eye patches. You can see those. You would put those underneath the eye area, just along that orbital ridge, right up to the lash line, and you can leave these on for about 10 minutes. I was saying to Abby, we should have a cocktail hour and we can all send these out to everybody and put these under our eyes. How fun would that be? So moving along, the next section I was going to talk about was the eyebrows and eyelashes. This is actually a really good time to let your eyebrows grow out, because so many people overpluck, overtweeze, and we end up with eyebrows that are not the proper shape for our face. So if you were actually to draw a line, I wanted to start by, take a pencil, and if you draw a straight line from the corner of your nose to the corner of your eye straight up, that's actually where your eyebrows should begin. And then you want to take a straight line from the corner of your nose to your eye and straight out. And that's where they should actually end. Then, of course, your arch is above the outer edge of the orbit of your eye. So that gives you an idea of how that shape should look. So I would encourage people to let your eyebrows grow during this time. You could even use a product like Rapid Brow, which is a nourishing treatment for the eyebrows that encourages the growth. It's the same as using the lash serums for your lashes for those ladies who had, eyelash extensions. When they come off, it looks like you have little tiny lashes. So this is a way to get your lashes, the health of your natural lashes back. And then by growing the eyebrows out, you could then come into the spa and we could do some eyebrow mapping to make sure that your eyebrows are the right shape to enhance your facial features and of course, your eyes. But if you're diehard, you need to have a good pair of tweezers, nice and sharp so that you're not plucking and you're not getting any hairs. So a really good pair, these are Tweezerman tweezers with a nice pointed tip so you can get right up along the edges of your brows. So those are some options for your eyebrows and your eyelashes. So now we can move along to the body. I wanted to talk about, the importance of exfoliation on the body. And there's a few ways of doing that. First is dry brushing. Dry brushing is not a new treatment, but it's one of my favorites. You take this right into the shower and you are going to work towards the heart, starting on your feet, and you brush upwards. It's recommended that you do about 3 strokes in each area, working up the leg, and then the other side working up the leg. And when you're on your abdomen, you're going to work in a clockwise direction, going along the arms, 3 strokes in each section. So this is going to remove a layer of dead skin. It does help increase lymphatic drainage. You're going to increase circulation. It's good for fluid retention. So it's a really nice way to get your skin glowing all over. And then you could follow it up by using a nice coconut oil to moisturize and condition the skin. We use, coconut conscious. We use a really nice, it's organic coconut oil called Conscious Coconut. And it comes in a nice little kit with the brush. And you also get your coconut oil to use. So I'm a big fan of dry brushing. I do like to do this in the shower every morning. It doesn't take long. It's only a few minutes. When you're finished with your shower, actually then turning the water to a cool temperature. It doesn't have to be ice cold, but just a nice cool temperature. And that's so good to boost your immune system. And it just feels so invigorating. I recommend you give that a try. Some other ways for body exfoliation, there's salt scrubs and sugar scrubs. You can take these right into the shower. This is one of my favorites by Farmhouse Fresh. It's called Sweet Cream. And they make a very nice shea butter body lotion as well. That comes in a little craft. It's called Sweet Cream. So that's really pretty. And it feels so luxurious when you're using it. And then, of course, there is always lavender is everybody's favorite. This is a honey lavender sugar scrub. And then you could use that with the honey lavender shea butter. Creams are much richer than a lotion. I prefer to use a cream because they're a little bit denser. You can actually moisten your hands a little bit when you put the cream on, keep your skin a little bit moist, and it just glides on beautifully and helps to really retain and lock in that moisture. So you might want to give a cream a try rather than a lotion this time of year. So looking over here, anybody have any product questions? Okay, well, I hope you're enjoying this. It's going by awfully fast. Okay, so my next little category is hydration. Drinking enough water. Water is so important. I have to admit, I'm not a huge fan of just plain water. So I usually like to put something in it. In the morning, I usually put some fresh lemon squeezed into my water, and then for the rest of the day, coconut water. So you could, this is an additive that you can just add a little couple of drops. It's a concentrate that you can put right into your water, and it's just makes the water so yummy. And actually, this is a company called Pure. They have so many delicious flavors and recipes. This is a green tea antioxidant. Um, you can actually combine several of the different flavors together and come up with some pretty interesting spa waters. Hi, Andrea. I see some of my friends popping in here to say hello. So good to have you here. So how about the nails? Oh my gosh, I did have gel nails, and they grew out, and as you know, they start to lift, and that certainly is a challenge for all of us. Mari, one of our lead nail technicians, she's been with us for many years, 20 years. She posted a video for us on how to take those nails off. And just a quick little recap for those of you who didn't have the opportunity to see that video. The way to take it off, you have to have pure acetone. And you cut the little pieces of gauze squares or cotton squares, little 2x2s. You can cut them in half, and you have to soak them into the acetone solution. Cut up some aluminum foil into little squares, about 4x4 squares, and you can take the gauze, place it on top of your nails, and then wrap it with the aluminum foil. Unfortunately, you do have to sit with that on for about 20 minutes before it's going to really dissolve and break all of that. Whether it's ANC or gel, it takes time to break through that material, that product. So once you do, your nails underneath, they are going to be a little bit thin and a little bit brittle. So this is a great time I cut all my nails down, and I am actually currently using the dry nail kit by Jessica. This is a natural nail care system. It's a great solution. I love these kits because they come with your base coat to rejuvenate the nail. It comes with your top coat, and it also comes with, it's called Phenomenal Cuticle Oil. So this is, you could use just this, or if you wanted to use it with a polish, you would put 2 coats of your base coat. This is really not just a typical base coat, it's a nail repair treatment. And then you would put 2 coats of your polish on with 1 coat of your top coat. And of course, your cuticle oil you would use every day. So these are great. They do come in a variety of options. We have dry, brittle nails. We have peeling nails, damaged nails, and brittle nails. We sell all of these on our website, and this was actually one of our most popular solutions for our clients. Let's see. And then, of course, you don't have to buy the full kit. You could just buy just a base coat. And then, or you could just buy, the oil. Everything's backwards. So, those. Okay. All right. So moving along here. Oh, I forgot to mention the light stim. This is jumping back to our skincare for a second. These are some of my very favorite. I know Megan, one of our lead estheticians, did a demonstration with the light stim. This is LED light. For just a few minutes every day, you could actually, here's a nice picture of a woman actually doing the treatment on her skin. And you just have to sit for a few minutes. You move it around to the different areas of the face. And this actually is a great way to stimulate collagen, and it helps to soften the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Light stim, this is a patented technology that was actually founded by NASA. This is the astronauts. They actually founded the benefits of LED light because they were trying to help the astronauts up in space. So they discovered that it was so healing. So it's now widely used for so many different purposes. We even have a kit for pain management. And we have one for acne. There are different wavelengths, different energy, different lights for different targeted areas, but it increases the ATP in the cell, increases circulation, stimulates collagen. It's very healing, and that's a really great thing for you to be doing at home while we're all have this extra time to be taking care of ourselves and doing some self-care. So we talked about hair care, skin care, body care. I mentioned pain management, and with the light stim, there's a specific wavelength that is for pain, for regeneration, for healing. It's also anti-inflammatory. We also carry things like magnesium flakes for soaking in the tub. We also have some arnica gel, which is an anti-inflammatory, very good to use on targeted areas of discomfort. We actually had a client call the spa the other day, and I felt so bad. I happened to answer the phone, and she was like, "Do you do emergency massages?" And she's explained to me that she was in a car accident, and she's in so much pain. And unfortunately, we have to follow all the rules, and we're abiding by them. But this is something that you could be doing at home and actually using the light stim for pain management. So I have to talk about tea. I love tea and tinctures. Actually studying to be an herbologist, and I have a newfound love for plant medicine. And a little story about our Tranquility tea. When we opened Complexions, gosh, it's 1987. We opened in 32 years ago. I shouldn't tell anybody that, give away my age. I started when I was 2. Anyways, Tranquility tea. This is our signature tea. I wanted to have something that would remind people about the spa when they came. So this tea, I met with a master tea blender, and she helped me. We drank lots of little tea concoctions and different blends until we found the perfect blend to welcome our clients to the spa with. And we named it Tranquility. And it's actually based on an Ayurvedic blend of it's cinnamon, cardamom, orange peel, ginger root. What else is in it? And it has an effect on the nervous system. It helps to relax the nervous system. It has an effect on your nervous system. It helps you to relax and calm down. So I wanted to remind everybody about this wonderful tea that really does have a purpose behind it to help you to calm down, relax. And when we invite our guests into the spa, we wanted them to prepare for their service, taking a moment to pause, relax, breathe before they go into the treatment. Because, when you do get to come back to the spa, it's the time before and after the service that is just as important as the service itself. So I want you to think about drinking tea yourself at home. We are all taking this pause. It's a time for us to, check in at, the fast-paced lifestyles that we all, myself included, have become accustomed to living. Maybe we need to rethink that and making self-care such a really important part of our lives. I don't think we should go back to the fast pace. I know one of my team members gave me a book for Christmas, and it was How Not to Work All the Time. And I'm guilty of that, but I definitely do try to get my self-care in. I meditate in the morning when I get up. And I think that at night, I love to have a cup of tea. And I have different blends of teas for different purposes. But the Tranquility tea is just a great option to help affect the nervous system. Another favorite tea of mine actually is it's a skin tea, and it's actually a blood purifier. It has ingredients like dandelion, and it helps to purify the blood wash out toxins and impurities that get into the connective tissue. So teas are really medicine, and good blends of tea, organic teas. The leaves have to be authentic and of good quality. And proper drinking of your tea. You put a loose leaf tea into a tea. This cup that we have actually comes with a little basket. You put the loose leaf tea right into here, and and it has its own little lid, and you could steep your tea right in your cup. And you want it to steep for a minimum of 3 minutes. Most teas, I would say, a good general rule would be let it steep for 3 to 5 minutes. Hi, Christine. I'm so happy you guys are here. Anything to melt belly fat. Well, we actually melt belly. I'm going to think on that one for a minute. We do carry a product line called Meliss. We have some wonderful products to address body contouring, but honestly, belly fat can be really connected to stress and alcohol. So, when we are under a tremendous amount of stress, we tend to, your body produces, the adrenaline. Your body starts to produce this excess hormone, cortisol, and that is highly responsible for that belly fat that we have. I would strongly encourage you to first take a moment, a pause, and think about that level of stress in your life. If you were to put it on a scale of 1 to 10, where does that fall? That would really be my first question. Whenever we meet with our clients, lifestyle is such an important piece of beauty and wellness. Lifestyle impacts how we look and how we feel. And, you can't be running crazy at these fast pace all the time. So I would first suggest that you think about that stress level in your life. I hope that helps. My nails are so brittle, peeling off almost. Definitely buying this kit. Abby, I think you'll really like it. It's a natural nail care kit also. So there's no harmful chemicals. It's free of all of the bad ingredients like formaldehydes. And thank you for joining us tonight. Appreciate you being here. Hi, Megan. Hi, Azad. I see so many familiar faces. Thank you for being here, you guys. All right, so I have a couple more things. Oh. To go with your tea, you have to have a local honey stick. Do you know the benefits of honey? Especially local honey is so good for you. It actually helps a lot with allergies. So we carry a local bee product here from a local bee master. It's called Bevy Bee, and we have their candles, their soaps, their lip gloss, which is so nice. But definitely try some local honey, and of course a candle, because what is a spa at home experience without a tranquility spa candle? So, and a little bit of aromatherapy. Aromatherapy, essential oils, the energy of a plant has such an impact. I know I brought a diffuser home as soon as I knew we were going to be spending more and more time there, and wanted to purify the air. We have these beautiful diffusers, and they actually can keep running for up to 8 hours. So I would highly recommend getting a diffuser, for your home. And we have so many pure essential oils. You want to make sure that the quality of your essential oils, there's so many synthetic oils out there that can be putting, volatile organic compounds out into the air. So you do, especially even candles. Oh my gosh, you can buy so many candles that are really harmful, and they just put into the air bad ingredients that you then are breathing in, and they're toxic. So you want to make sure that you're getting pure essential oils. You don't want synthetic. And same thing with your candles. Even the wicks. You want them to be soy candles, natural wicks, organic cotton, and we have probably about 20 different types of essential oils, and they are all listed on our website for you to take a peek at. So I'm coming down to the wire here. I've got so many things to share with you tonight. I have just such a huge assortment. It looks like my bathroom counter at home here at the spa in Albany. So I'd love for you to give me some more questions so I can answer them for you. Hi, Susan. Hey, Kate. Cindy. So many great friends here. So, any more questions for you lovely ladies? I have had such a good time listening to myself talk. So, has everyone, I hope, been practicing a little bit of self-care at home, cleaning out closets? We are offering a wonderful opportunity for you to meet with one of our estheticians. If you go to our website, at the top on the home page, at the top of the slider, as they move along and go across, there you will see an image of an offer for our remote online consultations. When you do that, you actually, there's a $25 fee. However, we are giving that right back to you towards your first purchase of skincare products, or actually any products. So if you schedule an appointment, you could meet with one of our estheticians. When you go onto the website, it'll prompt you to select a time for a Zoom one-on-one meeting. Megan, our lead esthetician in Albany, Kate, our lead esthetician in Saratoga, and myself, we're all doing these consultations. And we have a slide presentation that we've put together with the help of Sydney, our marketing in-house coordinator. And it's a slide presentation that'll go through a little bit of the science behind your skincare and what you should be doing properly, because we want you to understand how the skin works so that when we make recommendations, you'll understand. We're not here just to sell you a product. We want to help you get results. And so these consultations, it's such a great opportunity. In fact, I was talking with Kate and Megan, and we are definitely going to keep this as a service that we offer, even when we do get opened again, because it's just a great opportunity to have some one-on-one time. And I'm not so sure how fast people are going to want to rush in, but it's definitely going to be something that we're going to continue. And we're going to launch it on our Dubois Beauty Skincare website, which those of you who don't know, we are coming out with our own skincare line. I am a big believer in clean beauty. The ingredients that are in skincare products, the average woman uses about 13 products a day. And there's some dangerous ingredients out there, estrogen disruptors, carcinogenics, things that are just not so great. And even if they're a little bit questionable, I made the decision to not put them in our products. So I'm super excited. It's been a labor of love for the past 4 years. And when that line comes out, we are going to be offering those online consults as well. So I hope that you'll visit the website and sign up for one of those consults and meet with Kate or Megan or myself. And we can definitely help you out with your skincare concerns and questions firsthand, face-to-face. Some other things, when we do get opened, I wish I could give you a tour of the spa right now, because we have really turned both of our spas upside down with some deep cleaning and new floors, painting, new spa menu coming out. So we took this pause and turned it into a great positive for our for Complexions Spa. We're so excited to welcome our customers back in really soon. And we have some exciting things planned for Mother's Day. So we will have the spa open for gift cards and for drive-by pickups. You can order your gift cards online. We can mail them to you. You can actually print them out on our website. And these gift baskets, we're going to put together 3 different nice options for people. and you can choose which one you want and drive by, and we'll gladly bring it out to your car for you. So join our email a member list. We have a email club where you can be kept up to date on all of our promotions that we have going on, but most importantly, to know when our first be one of the first people to know when our grand reopening is going to be. So we really can't wait to see you all back. And so happy that Saratoga Living Magazine invited me to come and do this tonight. Like I said, when we first got started, this is my first Facebook Live, so hope I'm doing okay. I feel like I'm just rambling on. So anyways, this has been a real pleasure to be here with you guys. Are there any more questions? Megan, you're absolutely right. Self-care is not selfish. We all need to take care of ourselves. Thank you for sharing that. I do like, Maddie, you asked about charcoal beauty products. I actually do like charcoal. In fact, when we do launch our Dubois Beauty, we are going to have a charcoal clarifying cleanser that I'm super excited about. Charcoal, I mentioned it earlier, it draws, it's like a magnet, and impurities are drawn to it. So it does pull out the bad stuff. So I am a fan of the charcoal ingredient. Hi, Mel. And Patty. Patty, thank you for joining us tonight. So I think I'm going to have a nice cup of tranquility tea tonight. Any other questions, ladies? Okay, well, Sydney is actually manning I know she's been sending out, we have a special Saratoga Living Beauty Code for you to take advantage of tonight, some special savings and free gifts. And I would check out the options online, and you can take advantage of those Saratoga Living special code tonight. I think we're going to keep that up for about till Sunday. So what's today? Tuesday. Can't remember what day of the week it is, but yeah, we'll keep that up through Sunday. So if you it's our secret code for just the Saratoga Living ladies who took some time to join us this evening. You can take advantage of special savings. Okay. So, any other questions? Yes, Kate. Actually, she was just commenting that the Bevy Bee has a very nice lip balm. It's great for children. It's made out of beeswax. It's perfectly safe. Comes in some fun little flavors, and it's really popular, and it's so reasonable. It's only $4 for a little tube of it, so it's really great. Okay, so the code is SL Beauty. When you do check out, you'll get your free gift, and might surprise you all with a little extra special gift card to come back into the spa when we do get reopened. So we are aiming for May 15th, unless things change. It's a day-to-day thing here. I know Governor Cuomo was meeting with the president today, so we shall see what their thoughts are. Of course, we're going to do what is ever best for our customers and for our client, our team, our service providers, and our guest services peeps. We want to make sure everybody is safe. So a couple of other little things that we are doing, we're putting hand sanitizers in at our entranceways. All of the rooms, of course, will have them. We are putting in some touchless hand dryers. So we are going to take every precaution to make sure that you are safe and our staff is safe as well. Okay, so any more questions? Well, I want to thank you all for being here. this evening. I've really enjoyed our time together, and who knows, we may get to do this again sometime. I've really enjoyed our time together. So thank you for all being here, and hope to see you real soon. Bye.